Well, it's the first time that we've had a World Weather Open Science Conference, so it's international. It's brought together something like 60 countries are represented amongst the 1,000 delegates. It's also very diverse. It's got physical scientists, it's got social scientists, it's got people involved in practitioners, forecasters, applications people. It's also got a good proportion of early career scientists within the next generation. We want to excite them with the scientific possibilities of the future to address these problems. So it's been quite focused in a way, although there are 1,000 people. It's very much focused just on weather science. It doesn't go out into other areas such as climate change. So that's the kind of unique character of this conference. It's the first one of its type. It's open in the sense that all countries and all science within weather science can come and talk about the latest results. So we've had a period of a big international program in weather science called StormPins, which has been going for 10 years. This year is its final year. We have a number of follow-on projects, international research projects, but this was the end of that 10-year program. And so we wanted to gather together the main results from that program to say what the state of the art in terms of weather science and weather forecasting was, and to discuss the future agenda. Where are we going with the science?
Well, I think that these kind of storms like Sandy are things we can learn from as a scientific community. We need to be not only more thorough and actually work backwards, not just say, well, there was a flood and somebody drowned, but to actually go in depth as to why. As we're talking about forensic investigations. What are the real causes? Not to try and legally assign blame, that's beyond scientists, but to make that analysis available to media, the public in general, so they can see and understand where are the connectivities in all of this, and where did the decisions of the past lead to the problems that are now happening. And so there's a need for that kind of scientific work, which means bringing together not only the atmospheric scientists, meteorologists, oceanographers, etc., the engineers, but also the social scientists, the economists, the medical community.
Interacting with the early career scientists, the next generation. They've had a number of special events to bring together actually more experienced scientists who have gone through their careers, a bit like me, towards the end of their career, to talk to the early career scientists about reflections on how to develop your career in the science, where are the scientific challenges in the future, and that interaction between the experienced scientists and like myself and the early career scientists has been something that's been very, very exciting, I think, and very most people have found it a really stimulating part of this conference. In this sort of conference, because it takes stock of a period of time where we've been doing intensive research, you don't want it every year, but maybe on a time scale of a few years, maybe 5 years, we should follow it up. The conference for sure would be somewhere else around the world.